Hello there everybody, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Nancy Drew, Tomb of the Lost Queen. Okay, so I was on video number 7. Yes, this is video number 7, and we are talking to Professor Hotchkiss.
You found my book while you were in Egypt. The serendipity is as delectable as Chateaubriand smothered in lavender lemon juice. I am at your disposal.
I didn't exactly find it. You sent it to me. You even signed it.
Oh dear, I sign and send lots of things.
Have you heard of an expedition that went off in search of Nefertari years ago?
Oh yes, the team in which everyone died, is that the one?
Yes. Do you think that story is true?
Oh heavens, yes. It's deadly out there in the desert. Think about it. You're going out there in search of dead bodies. There must be a reason they're in favor of the area.
But this expedition wasn't searching for QV66, right?
QV66?
It had already been discovered. They were searching for Nefertari's mummy.
What do you think happened to them?
Oh, it's best you not concern yourself about that now, given your current location.
Okay, so I'm thinking that this Nefertari woman is the Lost Queen.
What do you know about Nefertari?
Ah, a love story. Oh, break out the tissue papyrus, because when I'm done, there won't be a dry Horus in the house.
What?
Look it up, dear. Ramses II and Nefertari shared a love so vast, the world could scarcely contain it. I'm talking about the kind of love you spell capital L, capital O, heart instead of a V, capital E. They stood side by side and ruled the world, but as they saw the years stretch out before them, they were keenly aware that a handful of decades would never cut it. They needed to be together always.
That's sweet.
And relevant. The ancient Egyptians believed that life was little more than a dress rehearsal for eternity. I've found records that they concocted a plan to be together forever, side by side.
Why not be buried side by side?
They foresaw a volatile future for their kingdom, and they were correct. They knew they would have to enact safeguards. That's why in 1904, when QV66, the so-called Tomb of Nefertari, was found...
Okay, so that's QV66.
What are the chances we found Nefertari's tomb?
If I were a gambling Hotchkiss, I'd say 60-40.
Alright, I think we found the Lost Tomb. It's the name of the game, so, I mean, come on, we have to find the Lost Tomb in this game, right? No, wait. It's not the tomb that's lost. Is it the Queen? What's the name of this game? I've already forgotten what the name of the game is. Tomb of the Lost Queen, right? Or is it Lost Tomb of the Queen?
I still don't get all this business with QV66. Why build a fake tomb?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
For the reason I never carry my passport in my purse when I travel. Some things are too valuable to leave in a tempting place.
And Nancy won't stop talking about QV66, so it has to be important.
You mentioned an expedition that found QV66, Nefertari's tomb.
It was one of the most significant finds in archaeology. They call it the Sistine Chapel of Egypt. It's where my fascination with the royalty of Egypt was born. The color alone took my breath away. We think of ancient Egypt as being a subdued sand color, but it was a riotous display with all the visual delights of a midsummer gelato shop cooler case.
And you don't think Nefertari was entombed there?
They only found kneecaps, which supposedly means that her tomb was robbed.
You disagree?
I do. What good is the mummy without the context? It's the placement in the tomb that makes the mummy valuable.
Why is Nefertari so important?
There are two queens I find most fascinating in ancient Egypt, and for exactly the same reason. They were hidden. Hatshepsut is the first.
I think I've heard of her. She was the pharaoh that was almost removed from the historical record, right?
Exactly. 20-some years of peace and stability, and after she dies, Thutmose III's ancient cronies try to erase her from the record.
Why?
Jealousy, revenge, fear that his reign would never equal hers. You name it, but you can't keep a good woman down. Despite the efforts of Thutmose III's supporters, her legacy endured.
Well, maybe they didn't really try their
Opinion is
utmost.
opposite. She was obsessively preserved in the historical record, but it was her tomb that was hidden.
Very strange.
How sure are you that Nefertari's tomb was hidden?
There was something strange about QV66. I think that might be why it is off limits to this day.
It is?
To you and me, at the very least. There is a rumor that the tomb has a clue to the true location of Nefertari's mummy.
Really?
Who knows? I'll tell you this. I didn't have time to read all of the hieroglyphs, but I noticed that the syntax was a little, shall we say, wonky?
I don't know how hieroglyph syntax could be non-wonky.
True, but it was almost as if Nefertari and Ramses II had their own language.
Well, thankfully, Abdullah is very good at pretending he is Ramses II.
Have you heard of Abdullah?
Yes, I have. He is December on my Men of Archaeology calendar.
You're kidding me. Does that exist?
It existed the second I made it. Is he there with you?
Yes. He seems full of himself.
He is. Oh, I am not an advocate of pulpy romance novels, but if I were, I'd call that an archable trait. In chapter 1, he'd swagger into the excavation site, a picture of a rascal with his dusty leather jacket and decidedly European haircut. His cocky ne'er-do-well smirk displaying his perfectly white teeth, but by the end he'd be sweetly holding flowers and saying, "Professor Hotchkiss, I'm dying to discuss your latest publication." A colleague of mine has guilted me into editing her latest romance novel, and I must confess I cannot wait until the project is completed. Reading page after page is absolutely wreaking havoc on my metaphors. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I no longer know.
I think it was about how you have a crush on Abdullah. Professor Hotchkiss.
Oh, sorry. I've also been helping my nephew break into the movie trailer business. Oh, Hotchkiss, why must you always burn the candle at both ends? He's a good archaeologist who knows Egypt inside and out. He could teach you a thing or two, just don't pick up the attitude.
Alright, good advice.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, so, let me see. I think finally we'll call Spide. I'm not sure what this Spide thing is. I picked up a manual for them or something. Something about Sunny June.
Tickets for the next lecture by Sunny June are now on sale. All galactic currencies accepted. No materializing in the lobby, please.
Oh, okay, well that wasn't very helpful. Okay, so what am I going to do now? I am going to do, something. I have the flashlight, so I can go into the room, which is now very dark. Which is this room? What's this room? There's honestly nothing here in this room. Okay, waste of time. Forget that room. That room's so boring anyway. Nobody wants to go there. Actually, hold on a second. Where was that puzzle that confused me? Here it is. I'm going to take a picture of this in case we have another hieroglyph puzzle. This way I will be able to get the hieroglyphs next time. You know, next time I'll get them all right. I will solve that cryptogram puzzle.
I bet I could translate that.
I bet you could, Nancy. Did I translate this already? Yeah, this room. Okay.
It's too dark. I need to find something to light the way.
Flashlight.
Wow.
What are you doing?
I think
Hey,
we
Lily.
found the tomb.
Whoa! We found it already?
I've got to see
We
this
are
myself.
so awesome! And Lily,
Brilliant.
where did you come from?
Who is that?
Yeah, who are these people?
It's magnificent.
What is going on here?
This. Look at the hieroglyphs. There is something very important here.
It's the curse.
Everyone get out of here.
Oh, if I
Uh-oh.
could just get this light to turn back on.
Now!
The battery died. It's a curse, everybody. The batteries have died. Well, that was interesting. We found the lost tomb. Okay, that means this is the end of the game. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you really enjoyed it. It was a great game.
Check.
That's the end. We found the tomb.
Still have to do that. Still have to do that.
Oh, wait, it looks like we have some other things
Still
we can
have
do.
to do that.
Let's see, is Lily here? Well, Lily doesn't stay there anyway. Lily!
Hi, Nancy.
Lily! Whoa, what just happened, Lily? That was awesome, right?
What did you think about being there to finally open the tomb?
I don't know what to think. When I was near it, it just felt... No, it's stupid.
What?
Something was in that room with me. Whatever it wasn't human. At least not anymore. Don't go in there.
Wow, I didn't know you were so scared. You seemed really excited, and, you know, you really should have knocked first before entering the room. That was very rude of you.
Do you think there's something to this curse?
I've studied curses, so look. Don't make me say it.
Say what?
Yes, I do. Even reading about curses gives me the creeps.
Why are you reading about curses if they give you the creeps?
Yeah,
I know, it's
that's
weird.
kind of weird.
It's like if I can learn everything about curses, then maybe they won't have any control over me. I can tell that you probably don't believe in curses, so please don't make fun of me.
Yeah, I don't believe in curses. I've run into so many curses which were fake that I don't believe them anymore. Because, you know, Nancy, she solved the curse of Blackmore Manor, the
How can you tell
curse
I
of the
don't believe
Crystal
in curses?
Skull.
Sorry,
Curse of
I'm just a
everything.
bit worked up. I'm probably just being oversensitive. You're too calm. Do you know how effective curses are? They are deadly 76.42% of the time. You know what else has that fatality rating? Whitewater rafting with a hungry bear, who also has the bird flu and he's holding dynamite.
Okay, yeah. Nancy has dodged so many curses that I don't believe in curses anymore. I'm sorry.
What's
I'm
that
sorry.
book?
Curses of the World, the compendium of cruel curses and curious casualties. It does have a lot of C's.
That doesn't seem like light reading.
I was originally going to go into paleontology, but no, I changed my mind freshman year. Why did no one tell me about how creepy curses are when I switched majors? Dinosaurs were bad news back in the day, but now, totally safe. Mummies, on the other hand, I make poor life choices.
Curses aren't real. You'll
It's
be
okay,
fine.
Lily.
No more taunting the curse, at least not around me. I'm too young to die out here. I have things to do. I'm still in school. I haven't even started my life yet. I'm not tempting fate here, Nancy. I refuse.
Okay, I can respect that.
Isn't Nancy younger than you are, Lily? You shouldn't be complaining that you're too young to
Do you
die.
think this really is Nefertari's tomb?
I really hope so.
Why isn't she in the tomb in the Valley of the Queens?
There could be a lot of reasons. The worst case is grave robbers, but we really don't think that's the case.
Why not?
Because her valuables were found, but her body wasn't. Doesn't make sense. We think she was hidden. Ramses II was known to be very protective, and he was very concerned about the afterlife. It's possible Ramses built a false tomb to make sure she'd be undisturbed. There are many stories of his love for her, but we don't know how true they are.
If he went through so much trouble, don't you feel strange about disturbing her tomb?
No. Someone will do it eventually. If we get there first, she'll be treated with respect, and she'll truly get to live on forever. If someone else finds her, she'll go to the highest bidder.
If you're so interested in Nefertari, why aren't you below?
Promise you won't make fun of me?
She's afraid of the curse,
I'm a woman of
Nancy.
science, okay? But the curse thing rattled me. I need to do research now anyway. I'd prefer to do it where nothing will fall on me. And maybe get a little FaceTime with a certain British someone.
Who is she talking about?
See ya.
Bye.
Abdullah? He's not British, is he? I am Mr. the Best. Yeah, that's not a British accent. Okay.